All right, this is Will Raggets with the Vikings on SI here at US Bank Stadium, where we just witnessed an absolutely crazy game, a blowout performance by the Minnesota Vikings, beating the Cincinnati Bengals 48-10. At the end of three quarters, it was 48-3. The Vikings were 3 points away from the largest margin of victory in franchise history. Ended up being their biggest win, 38 points, since 1998. The most points they've scored in a game since 2015. This was a crazy, crazy game and a great afternoon for the Vikings. There's so many things we could talk about. But you have to start with Isaiah Rodgers. This was the Isaiah Rodgers game. And the Isaiah Rodgers first half specifically, the Vikings cornerback playing his third game for the team, had an 87-yard pick six in the first quarter to make it 14-0. Then late in the second quarter, punches the ball out of Noah Fant's hand, scoops it up himself, goes 66 yards for a second touchdown. The first player in Vikings history with 2 defensive touchdowns in a game, and the first player in NFL history, because he added to it after that and had another forced fumble, with 2 forced fumbles and 2 defensive touchdowns in a game. And he did that in one half. He did that all in the first half of action. Just an unbelievable all-time individual performance from a defensive player. That was pretty special to watch. And there's a lot more we can talk about too. On offense, Carson Wentz made his Vikings debut, his first start replacing J.J. McCarthy, who was out with a high ankle sprain. And Wentz was solid. He led the Vikings to a touchdown on the opening possession, threw a touchdown pass to Josh Oliver to get the scoring started. And then he was a little shaky for a bit in the first half, took some sacks, held onto the ball, maybe wasn't trusting what he was seeing. But he kept going and played really well in the third quarter when, granted, the Vikings were already up a ton. He was 6 for 6 for 68 yards and a touchdown to T.J. Hockenson in the third quarter. And Wentz will get another start next week in Dublin against the Steelers. But a solid overall performance for Wentz to try to build off of moving into next week. And Jordan Mason was a big part of this game plan. 16 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Every single one of his 16 carries gained at least 1 yard, so he was never stuffed or stopped for a loss. He just runs really hard. He has great vision. He gets what's blocked. And he doesn't go down at the first contact very often. And it helped for the Vikings offense that they had Christian Darrisaw back out there at left tackle. It just makes a huge, huge impact both in the run and the pass game. So this was a great game for the Vikings. There's some things to clean up. I mean, they had 13 penalties for over 100 yards. Kevin O'Connell's never going to like that. But anytime you win a game 48-10 in the National Football League, you're doing a lot of things right. So a lot more to come from this game, but a celebratory afternoon for Vikings fans here at US Bank Stadium.